fucking stay. Or go. I don't care, but you know what it is. You know the vibes. It is Villain Radio fucking live. Big tune, more tune for your head top. I don't know where this accent is coming from, but that's just gotta stop. Gang in the building. We got a special edition. Villain Radio. Rada Ripper in the building. My cuzzo in the building. This is all good. This is all love right now, man. We're gonna have a really dope edition. We got the Rabbit of Tea in the building today. We're gonna educate people on tea, just why you should drink it, different styles, all that other good business. So, without further ado, we do have the Rabbit of Tea in the building. Hey, Matt, what's good, man? I haven't heard from you in a while. How's the family? So yeah, you know what? Before we get things cracking, I did have an intro beat. But today on the show, we got the Rabbit of Tea. Yes, we'll get him in the building in one moment. If you're not educated on him, please, we've got his socials and everything right there. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, for the Rabbit of Tea. Hey. That's fucking lit. Hey, man. How are you feeling, bro?
Good, how are you?
Oh, man, look, life is love. I can't complain. It's always good to see you, man. Always a pleasure.
Hey,
great haircut.
I feel like I haven't seen her for too long.
I know, man. And you know what, too? I meant to, like, just call you before this to just talk. Because, like, shit, man, we haven't, like, talking for so long. But, you know, we'll keep up like this and shit. But, you know what I mean? But it's always so good to hear from you and see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look cool. Everything seems to be well out there.
No, you're the personification of cool, bro. You've taught me so much cool shit. I went through a classy gentleman phase because of you, man. I appreciate you, man. One of my greatest influences, whether or not I like to shout out and say like, oh man, I've learned this, that, and the third from someone, but like you, Ezra, man, you've taught me just so much about just being a gentleman. I used to just be just a brash, bare knuckles, just get everything done with force and not finesse. And you've shown me to use my mind more than just brawn. But you've also shown that, hey man, brawn and get the fucking job done.
Well, I feel much the same. Like, especially my music influence, just like doing stuff like just everyday work, and like, man, I respect your hustle from like day one.
Oh man, it's all love, man. If I don't think anybody's known. I've never like really talked and gone into the backstory of it. But the Rabbit of Tea used to be my DJ. Let's give it up for that. And man, an amazing producer, amazing violinist, and if you haven't guessed it, a connoisseur of fine teas. Yo, right, man. So, like, how are you, man? How's the family? How are you doing within the midst of this crisis?
Cool. Like, so with like Phoenix, with like them being a coffee shop and everything, and us doing like wholesale customers, our wholesale basis died like overnight just because everybody shut down. And yeah, so now we're on a stay-at-home order. I'm in unemployment right now for like the next like 4 or 5 weeks until like everything gets settled. But it's cool right now. I got a lot of downtime to just chill and like do stuff, you know, hype, just get cool and just catch up with stuff. But it's been nice kind of having this weird like impromptu vacation.
Mm-hmm. It gives you a chance to get back to self and really figure out what you have going on and what you know, what desires do you have and what else you might want to do, you know?
Yeah. It's weird because like right before all this shit happened, I was supposed to go out to New Jersey for like a job interview, and that shit was just, they're like, you can't come out here anymore because of all this crazy shit. So
yeah.
I can yeah, Miriam's cool, my dad's cool. Yeah, everything's been good, man.
That's good.
Yeah, how about you?
Shit, I can't complain. I'm having more trouble of keeping people away from me than I would like. But hey, man, I'm all for it. This shit is right up my alley. So like, stay in the house and create. Oh, what's good, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? Give it up. Cool photo in the building. Good guy. Check out his photography. Awesome dude. Really good connect. Um, yeah, so like this is right up my alley. So being able to just stay in, lock in, create, and come up with different ideas and different things. Um, so like I relish in this opportunity. For me, this is nut up or shut up. So like all these rappers and all these people say they do this shit, do that shit. Do it right now. Do it to the maximum degree. If like how you're going in with the T show, man, I think it's like you ramped it up to where you're doing almost like 2 a week now, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's tough. Like sometimes, like, well, especially living out here, the internet situation's kind of weird because there's like only hotspot internet, and I use my 4G on my phone. So yeah, it's been kind of weird, but I've been trying to do it more and more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's all good. But like that's what you're supposed to do. Ramp it up, man. You've got people, you've got the time. They're sitting on this device. Why not give them some content? You know,
Yeah, that's true. And I have a lot of time now, so
fuck it, right?
yeah. And it's
Speaking of time, man, how did you get on this tea journey?
okay, so like, I was working at Phoenix and like where, 30th and Payne, there's like
Mm-hmm.
Asia Plaza.
Yeah.
So there we were doing like a seasonal drink and I had to go get like I can't remember what it was. It was like hot peppers or something that they had at this Chinese market. So I was there and this dude was just chilling in one of the aisles, like took out a thermos and I just was drinking tea and I just sparked up a conversation with him. He turns out he was like a tea master slash like teacher who'd been living here for a little bit and he's like does classes every time he comes into town. And I just learned from him. It was like 5.5 years of
Oh shit.
classes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
So
fucking tight, man. That is really cool. Shouts out to
thanks, man.
random occurrences.
Right.
You know, people underrate those, and everybody thinks that you certain people think that you have to go to school to get into these high prestigious positions, but just networking, being cool, putting yourself in the right position, and you never know what you're gonna get. DJ New Era in the motherfucking building one time, feeling radio live. We got it lit in this bitch. But yeah, man, that's pretty fucking tight. How long have you been working in the tea industry now?
So like at Phoenix, about 7 years, in the tea industry, like almost as long, about 6.5, almost about to be on 7 years soon.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That's lit. I didn't know. I thought it's probably been like 4 or 5 years or something. But damn, yeah. Fucking tight, man. Fuck yeah.
I do
Um,
have to.
so like what was that, bro?
I gotta say one thing though about what you said earlier about like checking people on like work they do as far as like music and stuff like that. Like I know you've always been on that, especially when like we'd be at shows and people would be networking and they'd be like, "Man, I want to do a beat with you. I want to do a song with you," and then you could call them, and then nothing would happen.
Hmm. Yeah, but it's shit, that philosophy, you keep it going. As you see, it works in other industries. Hip hop, man, that shit
Yeah.
sucks. Everybody wants to feel like they're the coolest guy in the room. So they're too cool to say, oh, yeah, word, man, I'm a fan of your stuff too, man. Oh, shit, I'm a nerd, man. Let's connect and build. Like, that doesn't really happen. Rappers don't want to seem uncool. But like with everything else, shit, just fanning out with somebody. I've gotten so many connections in wrestling from just being a fan, from just fanning out and saying like, "Oh shit, I like this," and the conversation expounds and goes on further and further and further, and boom, it looks where the fuck it leads you, man. Just stop being too fucking cool for your own good. That is real, man. So, I know you work in the tea industry, but what is your exact job title? What is it that you do?
So basically at Phoenix, I do a few things. So like some of my job is like processing coffee, like packing coffee, like doing deliveries, and the other half's like I contract teas from like smaller and like medium wholesale companies, and I do like cold calling to like well, I do a lot of sourcing as far as like trying to find individuals too, and that's a little hard because it's a see basically the context that I have right now. I'll see what they have as far as what their seasonal stuff is. They'll send me like their spring and then their spring and fall from like last year, so I can do a comparison. And basically from what they have during each season, I'll buy it off that, and they'll do different pricing, and I'll negotiate prices. So, but yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's a pretty extensive job. That covers a lot. That is pretty dope. So
Not too
I
much
noticed
of
that you
like.
have.
Oh, what
No,
were you
go
gonna
ahead,
say,
man.
man? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, it's as far as like the smaller farms and small contracting, like only a few of them have I done for work, and a lot of it's more personal work as far as teas that I want to get for myself. But later, hopefully, like I can use these contacts in the real work world. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. No, keep building it.
Yeah.
Like we were just saying, you've got yourself in the room, you've built the contact, foster that relationship, you know?
Oh yeah.
But hell yeah, man. I see you got the illustrious tea sets, right? So what is the proper tea set for a beginner? Like what should a beginner get? I want to get into tea. I don't want
You
to
know the
rush
thing.
out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just rush out into the teapot.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing. So it's something that I feel like everybody can just jump into. There's no like expert pod or like levels of different like stuff. Like you can get different size guy one, basically what fits your hand as far as like size comfortably. And like you can just go from there. Like there's no I mean, as far as like certain stuff, depending on the school and tradition, there's different values that you can use. But basically, like no, I mean, I've seen so many different setups and like mixes of culture that at this point, no, you can just jump into it, man. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's tight, man. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. So like just jumping straight into it, there's various store brands. You got your Lipton, your Teavanas, and everything like that. Um, so I noticed that the tea that you drink looks nothing like the store brand, what the aesthetic. It just doesn't have that feeling. So what's going on there? Like why does the Lipton tea in the pouch look like that versus to the loose leaf tea that you have, my friend?
So like Lipton and certain companies that they basically use like fanning or what's called fannings or dust. So it's like the very like basically it's like the shake of the like the tea. So basically they're just putting a bunch of shake into a bag, and then that's what you get. As opposed to like white to tea and like bitter leaf and all these companies that like I like drinking from is they go with like full on loose leaf, full leaf, like
Yeah, so you're saying Lipton's is mid and and white
Lipton
tea
sounds
is the top shelf.
yeah.
No mids. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That is
I feel
really what's up. I didn't know.
that's an all around rule of life, you know, no mids.
No mids at all, man. Only the finer things. Keep it up here. That is what's up, man. Do you still drink coffee?
Yeah, oh yeah. I have a cup every morning, just
Okay.
you know, get stuff. But yeah, I still drink coffee.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So what are
Yeah.
the benefits of tea versus coffee?
Well, depending, um, there's like little bit lower levels of caffeine depending on the type of tea.
Mm,
Um, I really know. I haven't really researched that too much.
okay.
I know one thing about coffee is if you're processing it, you always like they're talking about that with processing coffee, you get like certain gases that respirator a lot of the time,
Mm,
especially when you're grinding large amounts of coffee, as opposed to tea where like you don't have to worry about the dust too much. There's also these really fine hairs in tea that you can kind of breathe in. I got to read more into as far as like what happens when you breathe those hairs in, but I think it's a lot less harmful than processing coffee, definitely. That's at least one thing that I know for sure. Yeah. But drinking wise, I'm not really too sure. I just know caffeine levels. That's about it.
I feel it. I feel like everybody is trying to steer me off of coffee to get me onto tea, and I'll be like, yo, man, I need like that. I like my shit a little bit more gritty. Nothing against tea. Um, but I know that like coffee just alerts me a little bit more. Tea is more relaxing for me than anything. If I'm trying to like chill out and just enjoy the day, and then I'm gonna, sip some tea. But like if I'm trying to get some shit done, I'm sipping some black ass coffee.
You should try like pour, like show and shung pour. So show pour is the dark pour. It's like basically they sped up the aging process to make it darker. Well, to basically get it to like a really old age really fast. And then there's shung pour, which is like the raw pour. It's like the green stuff that you actually have to age for a while. And those have a lot of like those will get you going. If you ever want to try that for the morning.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely interested into it, man. That's a good look. That is most definitely a good look. I've been noticing a tea revolution around the world. I want to say it's something going on in Vietnam, where I think the land and the process is getting a lot cheaper and a lot easier. Is there any truth to this?
Actually, that's funny because I've talked to you're the third person now that's mentioned like the Myanmar, Vietnam, like Lao region, and a lot of teas
Yeah.
starting to come from that area. Yeah, man. No, you're totally right. No, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of teas starting to come out of that region.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed. Somebody actually brought it up to me. They was like, "Yo, man, there's farm work out there. It's something crazy." What? Somebody typed a paragraph. But yeah, they said the farmland and shit out there is really, really crazy, and the opportunity is just mad abundant. And I don't think it's really bad to get shit shipped. I feel you. Okay,
Oh yeah, the
that is
15.
a
Yeah.
very well-rounded comment. Yeah, the caffeine in it is definitely has a huge spike. I agree to that. Oh, okay. I appreciate it. You have a good day as well. Um, so yeah, the tea revolution, everything is going on. The Rabbit of Tea. That's a very interesting name to call you, man. So Ezra, what's next for you? What is on the horizon? Where would you like to see yourself in the future with this tea industry?
Um, Hopefully I can start doing more contracting work. Definitely want to do like origin trips to actually like go to country and like check stuff out.
Mhm.
And continue with like doing videos and like and writing articles and stuff. Just doing more of what I'm doing now, basically, yeah.
I feel that, man. I always tell you, man, get a show. What you do, and you foster a crowd of people because this is a niche market that is untapped and which is unsourced, and people are looking for the education on it. Um, so I always encourage you,
Yeah.
man, to continue to go with this because you'll be utterly surprised at how much influence and things change to get you into those positions because shit, man, like people just don't know. But yeah, man. I know we've got I've still got a bunch of stuff that you
Oh, there we
produce,
go.
the samples and things that you send me. They get worked into different
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
I can use this time now to let you know that I am making a documentary of the first of just my entire career, right? So that first 4 to 5 years we were running together. What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? So those first 4 to 5 years we were
That's
running
cool.
together and winning the awards, we're going to do like a full on documentary, get it like it's going to be on either Amazon or Tubi TV. Um so yeah, just letting you know that's a heads up. I'm going to try to reach out to you guys to get interviews and just piecing and making all of that work. So this would be the first time I've ever announced that. So I figure like why not let you know that this is going on. So that should be
That's
happening.
awesome.
Yeah, man, look out for it. I'm going to like I said, I'm just going to reach out to you and try to get as many interviews. I'm going to try to reach out to Jern and TJ
Oh,
and
well,
yeah, and just try to get the gang back together and see what we can get said about, everything that we had going on, man.
That's gonna be cool. It's also gonna be like interesting to see what people say.
Oh yeah, exactly, right. Because now it's 10 years removed, right? So it's
Yeah.
not fresh in everybody's mind. You've had time to really sit and think about your actions and others' actions. So perception is definitely going to play a different game within all of this. So I'm very interested to see what goes on and what is said. And I don't want to do anything to influence anybody's opinion about nothing. I want it like raw. I want the truth from everyone. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Oh
man.
yeah.
You have anything else you like to say? Anything you want to plug to the people? DJ Donnie
Um.
motherfucking G. What? Shouts out Donnie G in the fucking building. Villain Radio Live. What? We got Donnie G. This is a good day. Bigger button to cut. Hey. Sorry to cut you off, man. But yeah, you have anything
Oh,
else
that's cool.
you wanted to plug in? I got your socials and all that down there.
No, just the Rabbit of Tea at Instagram. That's all I have right now. So.
Word. Hey man, we'll work it out, man. But I'm down to repost your videos to Lifestyles of the Fresh's YouTube. So let me know. We could work it out, man. I would oh, Pooh the Kid would like to know, what is your favorite tea strand?
Ooh. I've been drinking a lot of oolong and pour. So I'd say, God, and there's so many between those. But right
Mm.
now, this mountain called Nanuo. It's yeah, it's this one region in Yunnan that I really like, and that's what I've been kind of drinking.
Is
Right
that
now,
TJ fucking boogie boxing this shit? There you go. That's a good one. Shouts out to the oolong, man. You definitely put me onto the oolong, and that definitely changed things for me. I believe I had a song at one point in time called Oolong Tea.
my food cut out, man. I'm sorry. Oh, my dog's barking.
No, it's all good, man. I live in Crazy Dog Alley as
Oh,
well. Give it up for the hound going
let me take
crazy.
this outside really quick. Actually, I can show you.
What? Show the people. I know, right? I gotta find it. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stop being.
I live in the. Oh no! Like, see, I can show you the backyard real quick. Hold on.
Hell yeah!
Get
And
out
we're
there.
getting an exclusive right here. Young G Ghost, Wilderness Man. He's gonna show y'all some shit. Yeah, look at that scenery, y'all.
That's it.
Take that in.
It's a lot nicer in the summer, but
It's beautiful
yeah,
right
let me
now,
sit out
man.
here.
Hell yeah, a little fire pit.
Sit out here early.
Yeah, man.
I
Shit,
should have
bro.
did this earlier. All right.
Yeah, he said I should have been outside early. It's all good, man. They tell you not to go outside, but it is what it is. I try to encourage
Right.
everyone to stay indoors. But no, man, it's beautiful. I appreciate the scenery. I appreciate everything that you've done and you said throughout this entire interview, man. I appreciate you just being a friend within my life, bro. It's an honor to know you. It's an honor
Oh
to be
man, same
knighted by
here.
you, sir. Man. But it's in due time, my friend. We'll get together. We'll do some more shit. We'll have more fun. We have more great tales to live.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely got to hook up for that project, man, because I've just been. That's about it. I got to actually start doing stuff more on my laptop.
I feel you. Well, hey man, I'm always open to working on it.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Bigger Bud one time. I'm always down to work on it, man. We just gotta get it in. And even like how you when you
Yeah.
send me those joints, I give you your credit. I say we co-produced it. You know what I mean? I don't ever just like, oh no,
That,
it's all me. But yeah, no,
that
man, I
makes
put
me
you on,
feel
bro.
bad. 'Cause That I'm just
No,
sending
but that's
samples, so I kind of feel bad when you're like, he co-produced it, but I
yeah.
just sent you a.
I mean, but that's literally half the battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gave me the energy to produce and young ethically sourced. Shouts out to it. So like, you know what I'm saying? You give me the energy to produce and make those records or whatever. So without you giving me that, man, shit, we wouldn't have those songs. So like that's a good look. Things like that is the small things that add up to the bigger eventual goal.
I feel that.
No, don't beat yourself up. Even though you might not think you're producing and making beats, but you're producing and making the content. That's the big thing about being a producer is like, okay, knowing that I don't have these resources and tools at this moment, but I can get it to someone else who does, and they can knock it out the
Yeah.
park. There you go. Rada Ripper said it. Everything starts from an idea.
That's kind of how I feel about it, because I'm like, this would be cool, and I feel like Starks could do this
Yeah.
very well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. It's like you sent it to me for a reason. So I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work on it. I gotta see the vision that you've had in place for it, you know?
So what's going on with you? So what are the next projects for you?
So the Smokers Section EP, that should be out like any day. I'm literally just waiting on
Okay.
DistroKid to release that music. And I got this Scheme Daily EP called Ill-Gotten Gains. It's more of a soundtrack than anything. And that should be dropping in May. 420, I got a song with C-Boy G, the Sauce God, that is supposed to be coming out on getting released. I got just a bunch of randoms and stuff all the time, man. Like I said, this is the perfect opportunity for me because like I have shit just to continually knocking people over the head with. But thank you for asking, man. Nobody ever asked me like what the fuck I got going on. Everybody thinks I just sit here and like interview people and shit. I'm like, nah, bro, I kill. I kill shit. That's real, man.
You also have a lot of interviews coming up too.
Yeah, a crazy, crazy amount. And I feel like a bum because I don't know who's up for tomorrow, so I can't really plug it in right now to say, yo, this show's coming up tomorrow. But like every single day, no. I don't think I have, no. There's not one on Sunday. FEMA Row is on Monday, but every day after that, it's all
Yeah.
lined up and set up and shit. Good looks, G Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Fresh with the alley oop one time, man. Who do you have coming up on your show? I don't know if you've together, but G Ghost does run a weekly T show on his IG Live. If you have not, go ahead and follow him.
Yeah, check it out, guys. It's cool. So I think tomorrow at 9 in the morning, if people want to wake up that early, I'm going on with Reese T Rebel out of the UK, and then on Tuesday, Danny Pham DHPT is going to be on the show. So really cool. Yeah, excited to have those people on. You should definitely come on.
Yeah, man, I'm always out, man. Just let me know. I gotta get some tea. I can't go in there drinking coffee and being ignorant because you have like a real tea audience and crowd. And I come in there and be like, "Where the caffeine at?" They gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" and you're not talking to me about tea at all. And then it's like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, what happened, man? He lied to us. He's not sipping tea with him. This is not the show. But I feel it. I definitely want to get it together. I feel like I need a good cardigan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a shawl cardigan or something to be on that show. I just can't be this guy.
Of course you
turn
can.
it up. He said, sure, man, fuck it. Whatever. But no, man, that's real though. I appreciate it, brother. I'm down. I'm always open for the opportunity, man. Just let me know. I'll say this. Without you doing the IG lives and without Puda Kid putting the battery in my back, we would not have a Villain Radio Live right now. And that's facts. Like, I see you weekly, sometimes bi-weekly, putting up the show, doing the content, consistently going for it. Every day within the stories, it just continues and continues and continues to grow. Yo, right? That's real. Valid point, Donnie T. But no, man, you continue to grow. You built it, and I recognize it. I seen the worth in the product that you're making. I was like, yo, man, he's on to something. I need to get my shit together. So I thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, man. It's all
It's
love,
really
man.
nice for you to say.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. Well, G Ghost, Ezra, I'm about to get out of here, Brody. It's been a
Cool,
pleasure,
man.
my friend.
No, thank you for having me on, man. It's really good to see you. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Yeah, man. I'll check in with you sometime soon. People, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another wonderful edition of Villain Radio Live. If you aren't a follower of either one of us, if you're not a follower of the Rabbit of Tea, go ahead and do that. And if you don't follow me, please, one time, do so. This has been Villain Radio Live. Ezra, my friend, I thank you so much, brother. You go in the house and you be
Great.
safe, man.
You too. Good to see you.
Oh yeah, likewise, man. Peace, bro.